Hello everyone. Welcome back to Weekly Korean Live class and my name is Keijin. 안녕하세요, Keijin입니다. And 안녕하세요, 침침입니다. I was reading your comment and you were not hearing me. Oops. But yeah, I'm sorry again. 괜찮아요? 네, 감사합니다. So today's topic is about March. Yes, it's already March in Korea, in other countries too. Time flies. That's right. So today I'm going to talk about what's happening in Korea in March. And before that, as usual, I have announcement here. So get your free Hangul worksheet. That's right. If you click the link in the description, you will see not only Hangul worksheet, but also you can see lots of free materials. So, yes, look. 짠, do you see me? Oh, for Instagram people, I know you cannot see it, but on Insta, for Facebook and YouTube, you should be able to see this. So if you scroll down, wow, there are a lot of worksheets that you can download for free. Yes, you can watch my previous lesson video, plus all this lesson material. So check out. These are all free. So just sign up for KoreanClass101.com for free. We have paid membership, but don't worry, you don't have to take the paid membership. With your free account, you can download all of them and watch my videos. Awesome! So let's start. And it looks like Facebook is working now. Is it? Okay. It looks like we have problem with the Facebook. So I'm waiting for it now. Okay, it's working. Awesome. So 안녕하세요 on Facebook too. How are you guys? Thank you very much for joining today's class too. And today's topic is March, by the way, since you're not able to see it. Let me say that again. Okay, so let me share the screen right now. 짜자자자자. March! Yay! I like March because it's getting warmer. I don't like cold weather. 저는 추운 거 싫어해요. I don't like being cold. 크리스 안녕하세요. And thank you so much for your donation. 감사합니다. 말레니. His name is 치문치미. Yes, 치미치미. Yena, you know me. Thank you. I'm glad you know me. And Rin, Nada, and Giselle, and Kim, Mari, Gailo. Awesome. I'll keep reading your comments, so please keep typing. Okay. And Pallavi, happy birthday, March. Your birthday is in March. Is it still snowing over there? Sin, that's a good question. It depends on the region, but usually in March, no. But it depends on the region. In the cold areas, sometimes it snows. And my name, Techcook, my name is Keijin입니다. And Kristen shouting out. Okay, let's start today's lesson. So, do you know how to say March in Korean? Anyone? March in Korean is this. It's 3 and 월. Do you know how to say 3 in Korean? 3 is 3 and 월 means month. So it literally means 3 months. And January is 1 month. February is 2 months. So in Korean we say 1, 1월, 2월, 1월, 2월, 3월, 4월, 5월, 6월, 7월, 8월, 9월, 10월. 11월, 12월. So you will look at this word with me every month. So please remember 3월, 3월. If you read the letter by letter, it will be 3월, 3월. But it's just like 3월, 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 3월. Okay, so let's talk about 3월 in Korea. We have a lot of people who have birthday in March. So I want to say everyone, happy birthday to your sisters, friends, and you. Okay, let's talk about 날씨 in Korean. Miss Sammy loves K-pop. That's right. So we use Sino-Korean number for month. And Kwati, native Korean numbers are like 하나, 둘, 셋, and we don't use those native numbers for month. So for month, please remember we use Sino numbers, like Sino-Korean number. So let's talk about 날씨 in Korean, weather. 짜자잔, can you see this? Oh, Marin, happy birthday to you too! Okay, so first we have Seoul. Seoul is capital of Korea. Seoul, can you see this? So Seoul located here. Seoul located here. And it's very warm. As you can see, it's very warm. And the highest temperature is this. By the way, this is degree in Korean. Degree. 도. Do you know how to say 11 in Korean? 11? 11 is 11. 10 means 10. 1 means 1. So 11 means 10 won, which is 11 in Korean. 11, 11. And degree is 도. So 11도 means 11 degrees. So in Seoul, in March, the highest temperature average is 11도. 11도. It's getting warmer. It's much better. And the lowest temperature is 1 degree. 1 degree. By the way, please remember that in Korea, we use Celsius. So, Celsius degree. So if you're from the United States, you probably think, oh, what's the number in Fahrenheit? So I also put the Fahrenheit degree here. But please remember that Korean people don't understand Fahrenheit. So don't use Fahrenheit in Korean. In Korea. And next, we have Daejeon here. Daejeon in the middle of Korea, right? Here. Daejeon. It's a city located in Chungcheongdo. Daejeon. My friends is living there. And there are lots of institute that study about some science stuff. So Daejeon. And there is more southern than Seoul, so it's a little bit warmer, which is 12 degree. 12 degree is 12도. 12도예요. 대전은 12도예요. 대전은 12도예요. In Daejeon is 12 degrees. By the way, it's highest temperature. When it's cold, it's -1. -1 is pretty cold. Do you remember how to say -1 in Korean? Is minus in Korean is 영하. 영하 means minus. 영하 means minus and it's only used for the temperature. So when you do some math and you have the minus, we don't say 영하. 영하 is only used for temperature. Okay. So 영하 1도. 영하 1도예요. Disha, that's good one too. 제주는 서울보다 더워요. It's good one. But actually 덥다 means hot. But in this case, it's not very hot because 12 degree, we don't consider it hot. Instead, we say 제주는 서울보다 따뜻해요. 따뜻해요. 제주 is this. It's the island, big island located in South Korea. And 짠 is warm, pretty warm. So 제주는 는 is like particle. So 제주는 means 제주 is 서울보다 means than. 따뜻해요 means warmer. So 제주 island, 제주 is warmer than Seoul. 제주 is warmer than Seoul. Okay, let's look at the Busan to Busan. Busan is the second biggest city in Korea. Second biggest city in Korea, and it's pretty close to the beach, so you can enjoy lots of seafood there. Busan is warmer than Jeju actually. 부산은 제주보다 더 따뜻해요. So Busan is much warmer than Jeju. Okay, so this is a temperature. What do you think? Is it cold to you or warm or hot? Wow, Guwahati is minus 6 degrees there. Wow. Please take care of yourself. It sounds very cold. Yes, Jisha is the second biggest city. 한국에서 두 번째로 큰 도시예요. 부산은 한국에서 두 번째로 큰 도시예요. So, Busan is the second biggest city in Korea. Okay, so let's move on. We have a lot of things to show. So, March is lovely because spring comes. 봄이 와요. 봄이 와요. Spring in Korean is 봄. And in Korea, we think spring starts in March and it lasts April and May. So yes, March, April, May are considered 봄, spring. And from June, July, August are considered summer. And September, October, November are considered autumn. And December, January, February are considered winter. So March is spring. Yay! So 봄이 와요. Spring comes. And what happens? What happens when 봄 comes? 짠! 꽃이 피어요. 꽃, flower. 꽃, flower. 꽃. And 꽃이 피어요. 꽃이 피어요. Yes, flower blooms. And do you hear my pronunciation? 꽃. It's just 꽃 when you read that letter. 꽃. But when there is E, do you see this? 짠, this circle after 꽃? So this is called 이응, and this is like placeholder. So when there is 받침, for example, 꽃, let me show you. So 꽃, 짜짜짜짜짠 is consist of 꽃, right? This is 받침. When there is 받침 before 이응, then this sounds goes to the placeholder 이응. So 꽃이 is pronounced as 꽃이. So please remember, 이응 is, as you see, it's just circle. It's nothing. It has no pronunciation when it's the beginning of the letter. And the purpose of this letter is this, is to steal the previous 받침 consonant sound. So it becomes 꽃이. So 꽃이 피어요. 린나달, that's a good question. 봄에 어떤 꽃이 피어요? 봄에는 어떤 꽃이 피어요, 선생님? That's a good question. And I already prepared a picture of flowers, so wait for that. Okay, so 꽃이 피어요. And also, in English, do you see flowers bloom? Flowers. So you often say in plural form, right? Flowers. 꽃. In Korean, you can make 꽃 as plural form by putting 들. So 꽃들이 피어요 is okay, but in many cases, we just remove 들. So in English, it's very important to mark if it's a plural or singular. If it's the singular, you always put a flower. Or if it's plural, flowers. But in Korea, it doesn't matter. Korean people think, is it important to know singular or plural? It's just flower itself. So we often don't put 들. Please remember that. If there are many books, we say 책이 있어요. Even though there are many books. We don't say 책들이 있어요. So, 안녕하세요, 만화스비. You are learning Korean with me right now. Awesome. Okay, so good. And when flower started blooms in Korea, what happens? 꽃샘추위 comes. 꽃샘추위 comes. We talk about it many times, right? Roman and Mr. Mean. So 꽃샘추위. Do you know 꽃샘추위? In English, I searched. In English, what's the English translation? And it said last cold spell. So basically, it's the cold weather that comes in March all of a sudden. What is it? Oh yeah, in Korea, the weather is weird in March. So it's getting warmer and Korean people think, it's warm, now it's spring. Then all of a sudden it's so cold. So we have to wear the coat again. And that period is called 꽃샘추위. 꽃샘추위. 꽃 means flower. And 샘 means jealous. And 추위 means coldness. So flower, jealous, coldness. Can you guess what it means? So 꽃샘추위 is basically so coldness. And the coldness is about to leave Korea. Bye-bye Korea. I'll come again in the winter. And the coldness saw the flowers blooming in Korea. And the coolness is jealous of it. And come again. Hey, I want to enjoy the flower too. And they come. That's the meaning of this name. 꽃샘추위. 꽃샘추위. Bernie, hello. And 프리나, 안녕하세요. And 수단라파, 안녕하세요. Okay. By the way, if you haven't checked out the link in the description, we have lots of free learning materials, so please check it out. There are Hangul worksheet, and not only that, we also have lots of vocab, PDF workbook, and writing worksheets, so check it out. The link is in the description. Everything is free. And wow, this is your first time watching live? Thank you, and I'm glad it's very fun. Next, let's talk about 공휴일. 공휴일. 공 means public. 휴일 means holidays. So 공휴일 means public holidays. And event. The first one I have now is 3일절. 3 means 3, 일 means 1, and 절 means day. So 3 day. Why? Because the date is March 1st. So basically, it's an independent movement day. Yes, independent movement day. So long time ago. Can you see the date here? Long time ago. So 1999. There was a independent movement happened. So in Korea, we still observe this day. By the way, just quick history lesson. Did you know that Japan colonized Korea 100 years ago? And Korean people, of course, don't like it, right? So we resisted that. And we did independence movement. Like, 대한민국 만세! Not 대한민국, 대한 독립 만세! We said, 대한 독립 만세! And a lot of people come to the street and everyone said this. 대한 독립 만세! 대한 독립 만세! So, that is 3일절. 대한 means Korea, 독립 means independence, and 만세 means hooray or bravo, hooray. So I cannot find the exact expression because it's not really existing in English, but it means like hooray or bravo, hooray. So 대한독립 만세, a lot of people come to the street and we register 대한독립 만세, and that's why we still observed, because it's a very important event in Korea. Okay, a whole Japan history about fighting. Really? Thank you very much. I'm glad. Sin. Yes, 대한민국 만세, the triples. That's right. That's why I left. Because 대한민국 만세, 대한민국 만세. So 대한민국 is the name of a country. And 만세 means free. But it's also the popular Korean kid's name. So there is a popular actor in Korea and he has triples. And his kid's name is 대한민국 만세. That's why I made a mistake and I left. I love them, by the way. 대한민국 만세 is the name of popular Korean kids. But anyway, at that time there was no 대한민국. 대한민국 was established after Korea was liberated from Japan. So there's no 대한민국. At that time it was just 대한. So 대한 독립 independence 만세 후레. So that's what Korean people said. Okay. And 짠! The next important event happening in March is presidential election. Presidential election, which is 대통령 선거. 대통령 선거. 대통령 means president. And 선거 means election. And don't you think the name is too long? 대통령 선거 is too long. So a lot of Korean people shorten it as 대선. This word is really commonly used, even in news or a newspaper. So 대선 is same as 대통령 선거. And do you know how to say president candidate? President candidate in Korean? That is 대선 후보. You can also say 대통령 후보 too. 대통령 후보 is okay. Also, we commonly say 대선 후보 too. So president, it literally means presidential election candidate. And 대통령 후보 means president candidate. 대통령 후보. And we have the presidential election every 5 years. I know in some countries they do like 4 years, but in Korea we do 5 years. And 대선 is not a slang word, by the way. It's not slang. You even use it in news. So 대선 is okay. So we have every 5 years. 한국에서는 대통령 선거가 5년마다 있어요. In Korea, we have presidential election every 5 years. 대통령 선거. And we have this 대통령 선거 next week, I think March 9th. So when you watch TV, everyone is talking about the president's candidate these days in Korea. It's a big thing, big event. 대통령 선거, 대선. Next we have is White Day. Oh, I talk about it many times, right? It's White Day. So it's a day when a man prepare candy for their girlfriend or for the girl that they like. So it's a day when men confess their love. If you are a girl, you don't have to prepare anything. Just wait for men's confession to their love. So White Day. Instead, Valentine's Day is so positive. So girls prepare chocolate for guys or for their boyfriend and give the chocolate and they confess their love. I love you. White Day. Next, we have this 춘분. 춘분 means spring equinox day. That's right. So this is a day when we consider the actual spring start. It's 춘분. By the way, 춘분 is as you can see here, it's officially said the daytime and nighttime, the lengths of daytime and nighttime are the same. 충분. No white day in India, practice. Jency, day means, by the way, day means day. Can you see this? Day means day, and we use the English word for a special day, like Valentine's Day, because it's not traditional Korean holiday, so we don't have the name. So we just use Valentine Day directly from English. But for other holidays, we have pure Korean name, so we don't use day. Okay. Next, let's talk about some festivals. Festival is 축제. 축제. By the way, is because of COVID, a lot of festivals are cancelled. There's no festival in Korea. But I'm just introducing the Korean culture in general. So when you come to Korea after the COVID, please enjoy this. First thing that I want to introduce is 광양 매화 축제. 광양 매화 축제. 광양 is the name of the city. It's located in South Korea. And 매화 is name of flower, apricot blossom. As you can see, isn't it so beautiful? So you see lots of apricot blossoms there. And 축제, again, it means festival. So you can enjoy this. It's beautiful. Next, I want to introduce is 에버랜드 튤립 축제. 에버랜드 튤립 축제. Everland is Everland. And just think, this is like Korean Disneyland. In Korea, there's no Disneyland. Nope. But we have Everland instead. So it's a Korean amusement park. And you can enjoy lots of attractions. And there are lots of things to see like this. Tulip. By the way, the Korean pronunciation of tulip is tulip. Same. Tulip and 축제. 에버랜드 tulip 축제. You see lots of tulip there. And 짠! This is another beautiful one. So 영취산 진달래 축제. 영취산 진달래 축제. 영취산 is the name of the mountain. So 영취 means name of the mountain and 산 means mountain. So it literally means Mount Yeongchi, but Yeongchisan. And 진달래 is azalea. 진달래 and festival. So you see lots of these pink flowers in the whole mountain. Whole mountain is this flower with azalea flower, and it's so pink. All the mountain is pink, like it's so beautiful. So if you like hiking, 등산 means climbing mountain. If you like 등산, please try it. Beautiful. And also this is something that I want to introduce too. 진도 신비의 바닷길 축제. 진도 신비의 바닷길 축제. 진도 is the place. It's also located in South Korea. And 신비 means mysterious. 신비의 means mysterious. And 바닷길, 바다 means sea and 길 means route. So 축제, festival. So it literally means 진도 mysterious sea route festival. Yes, why is it mystery? Because, well, in December and March, suddenly this route appears. In normal time, it's just not there. It's just normal sea. See, there's nothing. It's just a beautiful ocean and sea. But in December, from December to March, all of a sudden this route appears from the sea. Is it so mysterious? Mysterious. So you can only enjoy in December to March, but usually in December, I think 21st, they do this festival. So please enjoy it. There are like lots of things to see. I think because of COVID, it's also canceled. So not this year, but after the COVID, it's mysterious. It's so interesting. Okay. 짠, we have this. 논산 딸기 축제. 논산 딸기 축제. Again, 논산 is the name of the city. Okay, 논산, 논산. Sandy, that's good question. Great question. So let me go back to the previous slide. So 신비의 바닷길, right? Why does 의 change the sound, right? So good question. Very often 의 is difficult to pronounce, isn't it? 신비의 바닷길. 신비의 바닷길 is difficult. So a lot of Korean people pronounce it 신비의 바닷길 quickly. 신비의 바닷길 or 신비의 바닷길. 신비의 바닷길. 신비의. Did you hear the sound? 신비의 바닷길. But please know that the correct spelling is this. It's just because it's easier to pronounce. So very often when it's used as a possessive particle, so 의 is like mysterious 바닷길. So it's actually the meaning of is. So in that case we pronounce it as 에. If 의 is used at the beginning of the word, such as doctor, 의사, then we pronounce it correctly. But at the middle of the word, very often it becomes 에. But not all the time, so please be careful. For example, 신의 means faith, and we often pronounce it like 신이. So please remember, this is now used as possessive marking particle, so it becomes 에. But if it used as another word, then the pronunciation is changed. So please be careful. Good question. Let's move on. So in Korea, strawberries are very sweet and delicious. And Nate, you want strawberries? Me too, I want strawberries. And strawberries in Korea is very good, so please try it. And we have strawberry festivals too. 논산 딸기 축제. 논산 is the name of the city. 딸기, strawberry, 축제, festival. Okay, so let's move on. We also have food. Miss Tammy loves K-pop. Does it have to do with the water level? You are talking about the mysterious sea route, right? I think so. Yes, it's water level. So in the winter, in December to March, it's lower, so you can see the route. 음식, food. So as I just mentioned, strawberry is very good in Korea. 딸기, please try 딸기. Korean 딸기, they are awesome. 딸기. And 쭈꾸미. Don't you think the pronunciation is cute? 쭈꾸미. I really like this sound. 쭈꾸미 is type of octopus. So it's short arm octopus like this. I don't know how to do this, but like this. 쭈꾸미. And very often we eat 쭈꾸미 like this with spicy Korean sauce. So 쭈꾸미, short arm octopus. 쭈꾸미. So in this season, 쭈꾸미 is very good. And Anna, you have lots of festivals in Korea, right? That's true. So there are lots of things to enjoy. And there are more festivals, but I only pick some that I want to go. I put my personal emotion there. And next, Manila clam. Manila clam is 바지락. And very often we eat it with thick noodle. we call 칼국수. Oops. 칼국수. So please try 바지락 칼국수. Again, 바지락 means Manila clam, and 칼국수 is type of noodle. It's fat noodle, thick noodle. So 칼 literally means knife, and 국수 means noodle. So knife noodle. It doesn't mean that the noodle is knife. It just means it's a noodle that cut with knife. 바지락 칼국수. It's very good. 바지락 칼국수 is my recommendation. By the way, do you know how to say shellfish in Korean? Shellfish is 조개, and 바지락 is one type of 조개. Shellfish. Miss Sammy loves K-pop. Oh, you don't like octopus. I heard in other countries, people don't like octopus or squid so much. Korean people love it. Next. Woo! Oh, Sofhashini, you are vegetarian. Don't worry. In Korea, we have lots of vegetables, and one of this is this. Shepherd furs. Interesting, because I didn't know how to say it in English, so I searched on dictionary. And this is type of grass. It's vegetable and grass, and we make it as soup. 냉이 된장국 is very good, so try it. 냉이 된장국. 냉이 is the name of this green, and 된장 means bean paste, traditional Korean bean paste, and 국 means soup. So bean paste soup of 냉이 is very popular and good. Okay, next. 짠! This is also very healthy, by the way. This is wild sheep. It's 달래. We eat it as 달래 무침. So 무침, I would say 달래 무침 is like 달래 salad, Korean style salad, or Korean style kimchi, 달래 kimchi. So it uses a spicy sauce and it's very good. I don't know if you will like it though. If you are not familiar with the smell of this grass, maybe you wouldn't, these vegetables, maybe you wouldn't like it, but it's very healthy and good. Recommend. 달래. For your health. So this is season for 달래. So yes. It's the end of today's lesson. We covered lots of things and it's over time. Yes, so please, as he said, if you're not familiar with all this Korean alphabet that I wrote, check out the Hangul writing worksheet, which is free to download from the link in the description. Woohoo! Or if you want to download this PDF that you are seeing, like all of this PDF, you can also download it from the link in the description. There are so many things there. Okay, so thank you very much for watching my video, and next week is grammar lesson again. Grammar is important. It's about irregular verbs. There are a lot of irregular verbs, and I did lots of part 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have irregular verb left. So let's talk about it next week. It will be March 10th at 1 p.m. in Korean time as usual. So thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you for lots of comment. Pallavi homework. See, I love my students. They ask for homework. I love enthusiastic Korean learners. So please let me know your your favorite event in March in your country. Yes, what is your favorite event or favorite day or favorite food? Anything is okay. What do you like the most in March in your country? Let me know in Korean, or if you're not familiar with Korean alphabet yet, you can write it in English. I would love to hear and I want to listen from you. And please leave a comment on our YouTube channel or Facebook, or if you personally want me to check from my Instagram, you can tag my name super underbar Kjin. So this is my Instagram. If you don't tag me, I cannot see you. So please make sure to tag my Instagram. I don't check Facebook or Twitter or any other thing. So only Instagram. So check it out. And if you don't use Instagram, that's fine. Please leave a comment on YouTube and Facebook. So thank you everyone, and I'll see you next week. So we did a lot today. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye. And oops, I have to show Chim Chim because he wants to say bye bye too. Thank you everyone. And Miss Teddy, MacBear. Yes, 숙제 있어요. We have homework. And Pallavi, JD, Sudan Appa, Miss Emi Love K-pop, Janet, Cody, Roman, Lily, Palak, and of course on Facebook, Ruin, Karen, and Ten.